and give your all to your new partnership. Shannon and Chris, this week you fell below the yellow line by only the slimmest of margins, but you clearly need to lift your game to stay above it. You've all got another big week ahead of you, and with the competition heating up, you're all going to have to work extra hard. Train like there's no tomorrow. Be smart and strict with your diets, and make the most of every opportunity. Do that, and you might just keep yourself safe from elimination. Good luck to you all, and I'll see you soon.
Thanks, Charlie.
Coming back after elimination was tough for me. I knew that I'd probably caused a bit of a ruckus.
The problem today was, Matt, you just questioned two people's character.
Exactly.
And especially for these two girls here and these two here. They just don't do that, mate. And you just...
Exactly, and that's where I feel disrespectful.
And I think also, Chris, it takes two at the end of the day. Like, we should be apologising to you because, you know, we're the ones that brought it up. But at the same time, you know, we understand that you do say things off the cuff sometimes and you don't necessarily mean it.
I think the problem with Chris is that he just says some absolutely stupid things. You know, things that just doesn't need to be said.
My feelings aren't you know, it's to do with you, Chris.
Oh, can people leave me alone? Like, seriously, I've copped
Just
it
let me get
the
it
last
out,
few
and
hours.
then we can go.
Fine.
We've been given this opportunity, and it's never going to come around again. And I feel like you just don't appreciate that.
Everyone started this journey coming from a lot different paths. No one knows how I got here.
We're not denying the fact that you've come from hard places and you've got issues to deal with.
But
you know?
do I sit back to any of you?
I think the fact that Jenny had gone, she was probably thinking about that and just probably snapped a little bit at Chris.
I got to the point where I'm like, I don't want to say anything because it's going to make stuff a lot worse. So I thought it's best just to walk away and try and calm down.
I followed Chris to our bedroom.
I'm here with you, mate. I'm not going to let you come here by yourself.
Really just wanted to know what was going through his head, wanted to know that he was okay. Find out, you know, why he just didn't get it out, why he couldn't tell everybody what I knew he wanted to say.
Because you've got to get it off your chest. Because we're not going to be able to go anywhere unless you get it off your chest. Because I know what you want to say, you've just got to say it.
It really is very unlike Chris to stand up and walk away, but I guess that, you know, he felt that he just wasn't ready to tell everybody, you know, what he needed to tell them.
Grin and bear it. Grin and bear it. You don't have to grin and bear it. Speak up. Everyone else does. Why do you have to be different?
So, you know, I could see that he was defeated. I could see that he was broken. But it's Chris, you know. I knew he was going to turn it around.
Alone? Do you need anything? Are you sure?
I knew he'd be fine the next day, or maybe the next day, but he'll be fine.
Jenny, your weight, 130.6 kilos.
It's been 2 months since I've left The Biggest Loser, and my life has changed in many ways. My exercise regime now is that I see a personal trainer 4 times a week. Sticking to the diet has been surprisingly easy. It's just a change of what we cook and what we eat. Before coming on Biggest Loser, I was a size 24, and now 16 to 18. I'm Jenny Noble, 47, 48 in a couple of months.
That looks like a different person.
I guess just, being a bit ashamed about being fat, really. That person has gone. The Jenny now compared to the Jenny before Biggest Loser is more energetic, more enthusiastic, more confident, more excited about the future.
Still to come.
I've seriously guessed that I had enough of not being good enough.
No, don't start putting that out there.
And later.
Oh my God, we're going to be training with the Waratahs.
They went hard at him.
Arriving at Camp Biggest Loser, the day after a weigh-in and elimination, is always the toughest day of the week.
Shannon and I are always nervous. The idea of walking into the lounge room and seeing teammates from my training group gone is absolutely devastating. It's not anything that either one of us want to go through. As soon as I walk through the door, I do a head count. 3, 4, 6, 8.
Michelle walked into the lounge room and she was so excited that everyone was here in the training group and we'd survived yet another elimination. It was good to see her happy for once.
At the end, let's start with the pink ladies.
I got 3.5 kilos.
And I got 2.9. That gives you a total weight loss percentage of 3.60%.
Elise and Danielle still landed themselves in the top 4 position. I mean, that is a great place to be considering they are the smallest girls in the house.
I lost 5.1.
5.1 kilos, my gosh. I would not have thought you'd get that much. That's a lot.
Together, you've lost a total of 8.8 kilos.
That's a great result. You're not happy? Why?
I've seriously guessed that I had enough of not being good enough.
No, don't start putting that out there. You know you're good enough. You know it. You've had so many great things happen in this house. You've had my support 100% and your teammates' support 100%.
It's really hard to hear that Caitlin feels that she's not good enough. She's come a long way in this competition already, but I think it's a good thing in a way because now it's going to teach her she has to work harder, she has to put in more effort to see the results she wants to see.
And I, as your trainer, don't believe you've reached your full potential yet either. I reckon you can do more. It's important that you know that we all back you. I definitely do. You have got so much potential. You've got an amazing amount of potential.
I haven't had many compliments in my life, so, to hear something like that coming from Michelle, it definitely makes you feel good. I think this week we just I need to treat every training like it's last chance training. I think I definitely need to start believing in myself. I'm not there yet, but I'll work at it so that I do make Michelle proud as well as myself proud in everything that I've done.
Oh, no. Worst possible result. First thing I noticed when I walked into the room was that Jenny was gone and Phoebe was in a red T-shirt. It must have been 2 of my training group had gone below the yellow line. What happened?
The elimination room was really tough. There was a lot of going to and fro between people and there was a lot of accusations thrown around the elimination room.
Okay, what's happened?
Chris got attacked by Caitlin in regards to training.
It was really as if it was just a personal attack on Chris.
Everybody else in my training group was chipping in, telling stories about the elimination, and Chris just sat there and said nothing.
Like you said to us that none of us understand.
What don't we understand, mate?
stuff that I don't want to go into just yet.
It might be your last chance, buddy.
Just give me something to keep you here, mate.
A lot of people are here for the weight loss. I'm here for that for sure.
I think we're going in the right direction, mate.
I was in a job at one stage where I was on a good crust. When I was in that job, my confidence was up here. Everything since then has brought me right down. At one stage, I was living in a tent with my girlfriend. People ask me, why do you keep talking about going home? I keep talking about going home to make sure she has a home.
I can imagine how stressful it was for Chris to lose everything that he had. But for me, he's still got his health. He's got his girlfriend. Mate, it's time to show your character and who you are and work your way out of the place that you're at.
My girlfriend said, when you come back to me, I want the old Chris back. Chris, with his confidence up here.
At the moment, you're here and you resent the fact that you're here. You resent the fact that you lost your job. You resent the fact that you're in a tent. You've got the opportunity of a lifetime, mate. If you went home now, it would be the same Chris going back. Chris has got a massive fight in front of him, not only in this competition, but a fight to reclaim his life. What's he got?
Options.
Yeah, what's one?
One is to change, to
And
wake
the other
up.
one?
The other one's to do nothing and go home.
I've got a long journey to go down. Definitely Shannon's gonna be a help, trying to push me and help me be more positive, but that's only the start for me. I think I've got a lot to do.
All right, you know what you got to do, mate? Hey, you willing to do it? Are you willing to do it?
Definitely.
Because there's no rock to crawl under.
I think it was extremely great for Chris that he was honest, and I think it was also good for the rest of our training group to get that little bit of insight of, you know, where Chris has come from. And hopefully, you know, now that he's got that on the table, it's just up from here, and everything he does now is just going to get him closer and closer towards the man that he wants to be.
First training session of the week is always the special one. Time to get outside of Camp Biggest Loser, knock a bit of frustration out.
Coming up.
They're some of the fittest and toughest athletes in the world.
It's a footy team.
Everything we do on the rugby field is based around pride.
That's something I need to get back. That's something that I want.
We had another training session today, and Michelle said that we're going to be leaving Camp Biggest Loser. It was a welcome relief. I think all of us have a lot playing on our minds after elimination.
It's always good to go on a bit of a road trip, but you just don't know what's in store for you, so it's a bit scary at the same time.
The tension in the air was huge. So this training session, first training session of the week, couldn't have come at a better time.
Michelle and I led our contestants onto the training ground.
Walking onto the field, we saw these big boys tackling these bags. And we were thinking, oh no, where are we? What's happening?
I looked at Rick and Rick looked at me and went, that's a footy team. I could see the blue, and realising it was a rugby union ground, I thought it's the mighty Waratahs, and I thought, how good's this?
And then we went, oh my God, we're going to be training with the Waratahs.
The Waratahs are a professional Super 14 rugby team. They're some of the fittest and toughest athletes in the world.
From the moment Joe and Rick realised what we were doing, they totally changed. They were like a kid in a candy store. They were just buzzing and they just couldn't wait to hook in.
Everyone knows in this house that we love football. So when it comes to a training session that involved tackling and running and different things that we have done our entire life, it was definitely time to step up.
Hey guys. Hey.
Thanks for having us here today. Everyone, this is Phil Waugh. Great to meet you.
You too. Thanks, guys. So I've got, as we said, Waratahs here. We've got Daniel, Tom, Adam, Jeremy, Al and Ben. We're going to take you through a training session, so it's going to be pretty tough.
Phil Waugh is not only the captain of the Waratahs, but he's also captained the Wallabies. This man embodies pride and guts and determination, and he puts his body on the line every chance he gets.
Now, everything we do on the rugby field is based around pride and pride in our performance, and we expect the same from you when we come out here and train today.
Everything the Waratahs do, they do it with pride. To me, that's something I need to get back. That's something that I want.
Okay, we'll start with warming up our upper body, so we'll get down and start with push-ups. So, down
Phil got us to drop straight away into some push-ups for a warm-up.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And then we had to get up and do star jumps.
No shortcuts.
Okay, down again, 5 more.
5 push-ups,
And then drop and do more push-ups, and then more star jumps, and then more push-ups.
2, 3, 4.
I was stuffed by the end of the warm-up.
All right, we're shooting pretty warm now. Let's go over and get into it. Let's go.
Shannon and Michelle split us up into our training group. Our first drill was drive, drop and release.
Every cone we're going to go down and up.
It was very daunting training with the Waratahs today because they are big men. I was thinking, Lisa and I are just little girls while we're overweight, we're still tiny.
Go, girl! Go, girl!
I was thinking, they're just going to pummel us. We're just going to be on that ground so quick and we won't be able to get up again.
Joe, Rick, over here.
Dad will be extremely proud to see us training with the Waratahs.
All right, come on. Show us what you got.
He's a big fan of Phil Waugh, and he'll be happy to see me and Joe giving him some sticks.
Let's go, come on. Let's go. Come on, that's it. Sit down. That's it down. Let's go.
Both me and Rick wanted to step it up and show Dad that we still got a bit of fire in our belly, and he calls it a bit of mongrel, and I just wanted to show him that we still do have it.
It was just so exciting to see both Rick and Joe really just getting off on this training session.
That's it. Nice, Joe. Down, mate. Down. Come on, get up.
At the age of 16, I was playing pretty good footy to the point I probably could have made A grade for our local team, and I just threw it out the window. I thought drinking and eating bad food was more fun and doing all the wrong things, and yeah, it disappoints me.
All right, crouch, touch, pause, engage. Let's go.
Go, boys. Good job.
Today's session definitely sets me and Joe up for a great week. You know, this is the push we needed. You know, last week I was in the slumps and I didn't train so hard. But to start the week off with a training session with the Waratahs, you know, it can't be much better than that.
Come on, Rick.
It's the first day that I really got a bit of fire in my belly and really stood up and went, yeah, I am proud of myself.
Dig it in, yes!
The old Joe's definitely coming back, and yeah, it's a good feeling to have him back.
Stay tall.
Yeah.
Come on, Kate, come on. All together, very good. Go. Good girl, beautiful. I've asked Caitlin to step it up this week. She's got to give me 120%.
This is the first time that I've seen Caitlin really give it her all. She would go around to 4 tackle bags and then vomit.
Come on, people, you're going to start sucking this up.
And then she'd do it again and then vomit, and again and then vomit.
I never would have imagined working out until I vomited, let alone continuing on afterwards. So, you know, the fact that my mind is actually controlling my body now, it's